Learn about this simple herb and you might save someone's life. That's what I did. Welcome back to the channel, Royal Ones. Today we are going to be talking about that miracle substance called cayenne pepper. Some people like to say cayenne. I like to say cayenne because it rolls off the tongue so smoothly, right? Not only that, the benefits are immeasurable, right? The ancients have been using this stuff for thousands and thousands upon years because it has so many medicinal benefits. What are some of the benefits? Before I get into the benefits, let me tell you the specific reason we're supposed to be using it. It's because the #1 killer in America is cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, and strokes. All dealing with blockage of blood flow and oxygen. Cayenne actually increases blood flow, increases oxygen to every cell in your body. Now you have to think, if cells have limited blood flow and oxygen, eventually is going to get disease. If organs have limited blood flow and oxygen, eventually is going to get disease, then you're going to die. Cayenne tincture removes all the issues by increasing blood flow, increasing circulation, improving your lymphatic system, strengthening your heart, strengthening your circulatory system, strengthening your arteries, strengthening your nerves. This is what cayenne pepper does. Now, I have to tell you, I had a little incident last month that actually made me make this video for you guys. Because I had a friend of mine who actually called me and they said, come over to the house. They weren't feeling too well. And I'm like, okay, that's a little different, but yeah, no problem. So I knew it had to be something, because this person telling me to come over because they wasn't feeling too well strike me as odd. And this particular friend of mine actually will never go to the hospital because they had horrible experiences in the hospital. They had their mom passed away in the hospital, their father passed away in the hospital, and they personally had bad experiences in the hospital. So they would prefer to die than to go to the hospital. So I grabbed my bag of goodies and I went to their house. As soon as they opened the door, you could see their skin looking pale, their eyes looking glossy, and they were moving slow and talking a lot slower. And I said, wow, there's really something going on here. So I asked, yo, what's going on? How do you feel? And it was like they have this swimmingness in the head. I said, swimmingness, red, that's a red sign just popping up in my head immediately, because I know my grandmother, my aunt, and my father have high blood pressure. And they always talk about the swimming in the head. Now, that's a problem. I said, what else? They said the second thing was that they had this pain, this pressure and tingling in their arm. And I said, whoa, what arm? They said the left arm. So automatically I already knew they were on the verge of having a stroke. I said, how long have you had this particular pain in your arm? They said for the last day. They couldn't sleep last night because of it. I said, wow. So I said, basically, take this cayenne tincture, drop it in some water, and just guzzle it back. They did what I told them to do. You see their face just all of a sudden turn red. And then their eyes opened up. And they said, wow, what was that? I said, it's pepper. It just increases your blood flow and increases oxygen. So I said, what you do is you take this every single hour for the next couple of days. So I stayed there about 4 hours, and they said they was feeling better, and they were actually tired and they could go to sleep at this point. So I left. Now the next day they called and told me, hey, I'm feeling about 40% better. I said, wow, that's amazing. That's a great thing to hear. 2-3 days later, they were about 80% better. So think about the magnitude of that. Somebody having the symptoms of getting ready to have a stroke or a heart attack, and all of that was evaded because they took cayenne. I mean, now granted, the particular product that I use is from Dr. Richard Schultz, the Botanical Pharmacy, I think it's called. And I know his qualities is very superior because they fill up the vats with the particular peppers or herbs or minerals or vitamins, they 100%, and therefore you are getting the power of that particular herb or nutrients in general. A lot of other companies actually scale back maybe 20-40%, whatever the standards are, and just cap it at that. So therefore their main concern is to make money. You want to make sure you're dealing with a company that their main concern is your health. So that's why I use his particular products. It's not only that, it's also the superfood and tons of other stuff that I get from there. But everybody should have this freaking cayenne tincture in their house, because you never know what kind of circumstances will actually happen, like what I experienced with my friend. And I said, if that happened to me and I was able to help a friend, imagine how many other people can actually help people out that they know that are going through something like this. And that's why I decided to put together this little video. I hope this thing helps. I hope it helps you out. If you're having some serious issues with heart problems, circulation, get some cayenne tincture, keep it in your house. So therefore, if you're having some kind of emergency, you're not feeling well, take it. Because I do every other day or so. And I'm in phenomenal shape.